Hi everybody, welcome back. We're going to talk about something really fun on our medicinal series today. How would you like to reduce your cold and flu symptoms naturally at home by up to 4 days with one simple ingredient? Well, today we're going to talk about elderberries, and studies have shown that they can do just that. Elderberries are also high in vitamin C, which can help reduce your risk of chronic disease, support healthy blood pressure, and reduce anemia. They're also a great source of anthocyanins, which are which protect the brain. I've also read an article recently that shows that they may be beneficial for exercise performance, which is a cool bonus. So I'm going to show you my favorite way to eat these berries and get them into your daily life, as well as use them for medicine when those symptoms pop up. We're gonna do elderberry syrup. So for elderberry syrup, we're gonna need some fresh or dried elderberries. I like to get mine from Mountain Rose Herbs. They're a great company, but they're easy to grow at home too. If you are interested in planting something medicinal, this would be a great one to start with. We're gonna just need half a cup of elderberries into a non-reactive pot. I like to use stainless steel. And then you can do up to a quarter cup of add-ins based on your personal constitution. So if you're very new to herbal medicine, that be something you're not familiar with, but that's one of the founding principles in herbal medicine is personal constitution. So people usually run hot, cold, damp, and dry. So if you're not familiar with that, do a little Googling and decide what kind of add-ins you might want. Clove, cinnamon, orange, rosehip, rosemary, thyme are all wonderful add-ins. You can go based on your own constitution. My personal favorite add-ins are rosehip and astragalus. Rosehips are great for the vitamin C content. They don't add a ton of flavor here, but they're very nutritious and a lovely add-in to elderberry syrup. My other favorite add-in, astragalus, does some heavy lifting. This really supports your adrenal system, helps your body manage stress, and if used over a long period of time, traditional Chinese medicine believes that it can help with your tolerance of cold. It can help build a robust tolerance to cold. So we all need that in the winter time, right? So love adding the astragalus and the rose hips. We can add up to a quarter cup of add-ins for this recipe. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna do more astragalus and just a little bit of rose hips here. Since elderberries are already pretty high in vitamin C on their own, but a little extra boost never hurt. We've got elderberries and our add-ins in our non-reactive stainless steel pot. 1.5 cups of water to every 1.5 cups of dried berries. If you're using fresh berries, you're gonna need less water. I'd start with like 3/4 cup of water and play with it if you're using fresh. Oh, it does smell really good. It's really fruity and a little bit earthy with the astragalus. It's gonna be a really yummy syrup. So we're gonna let it just do a gentle simmer here for 20 minutes. And then we'll let it cool down to just warm before we strain it and add the rest of our ingredients. All right, 20 minutes later, we're ready to move on. It's just been gently simmering away and there's enough liquid in here. This looks great. If you notice too much of your liquid evaporating, go ahead and add another quarter cup of water or so. You want there to be enough fluid that everything is kind of moving around freely. You don't want anything to be scorching to the bottom of your pan. All right, you need some kind of bottle. It could be a mason jar, a flip top bottle, whatever works. Little funnel and some kind of sieve to drain all this berry pulp out. I like to make sure I'm really getting all the liquid out by just pressing these berries a little bit more. So I like to get a second use out of this berry mash. I'm gonna set this aside and I'll use this to make an infused vinegar also. So next we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of honey. While it's still nice and warm, that honey will melt right in there. You could leave the honey out and you could also do more or less to taste. Elderberry syrup is technically an oxymeal because it is a honey and vinegar preparation. So the honey and the vinegar do both play a medicinal role, but it's pretty flexible. You can subtract or add honey as desired. All right, all you gotta do is bottle it, and some kind of airtight bottle. It can be a flip top bottle, a mason jar, and keep it refrigerated. It'll last in the refrigerator for about 6 to 8 weeks. So to use this preventatively, you're gonna take 1 tablespoon every day. If you know you're gonna be in a high exposure situation like traveling, you should take it starting 3 days before for the duration and 3 days after your exposure window for best results. For acute symptoms, as soon as you feel that first little throat tickle or whatever other symptoms you're having, as soon as you feel the first symptom, start taking 1 teaspoon every hour until your symptoms have been gone for a whole day. And then of course you can just enjoy it. It's delicious and nutritious, full of wonderful benefits. So you can put it on your pancakes, put it in sparkling water, however you would use another fruit type syrup, mixed drinks. The world's your oyster. I hope you enjoyed, and let me know in the comments what your favorite elderberry uses are. Thanks for watching.